You hear the generational war every day. Boomers ruined the economy. Millennials killed industries. Gen Z is rewriting the rules. But in the middle of this noise, there's a generation that stays silent. They aren't trending. They aren't complaining. They're just working. Meet Generation X. Born between the mid-60s and early 80s, they are the coworkers who just get it done, and the parents who don't feel the need to narrate every meal on Instagram. But psychologically, they might be the most misunderstood group alive. Gen X was the first generation to have independence forced upon them. Picture this: you're 8 years old, you walk home alone, unlock the door to an empty house, and fix your own snack. No smartphones, no GPS tracking, no "are you home" texts. This latchkey childhood created a powerful, silent realization: you can't always rely on someone showing up. While this made them incredibly capable, it also wired their brains for a high-consequence environment. If you broke a rule, you faced the music. No negotiations, no emotional processing sessions. Actions had immediate outcomes. This is why Gen X always seems 3 steps ahead. They were raised to expect the weight of their decisions. They grew up watching institutions promise stability and then fail. They saw marriages dissolve, loyal employees laid off, and leaders say one thing while doing another. They didn't become idealists, they became realistic planners. They don't broadcast their lives because to them, privacy equals safety. Their humor, sarcasm, and irony isn't detachment, it's armor. They learned to keep an emotional distance because they grew up during the Cold War in constant background anxiety. If the world is unstable, you keep your cards close to your chest. Gen X has a work ethic you'll rarely hear them brag about. They don't talk about grind culture, they just grind. Their loyalty isn't to a brand or a company, it's to skills. They saw companies discard workers after decades of service, so they stopped trusting systems and started trusting their own utility. This is why they don't respect titles, they respect competence. If you know what you're doing, they're your most loyal allies. If you don't, they disengage. They are the masters of the side hustle before it was a trend, not for status, but for security. There is a paradox at the heart of Gen X. They are fiercely independent, yet quietly dependable. They won't ask for help because needing help feels like losing control, but they are the first to show up when you need it. No announcement, no virtue signaling. They just show up because that's how they survived. Today, they are the bridge between the old world and the digital age. They fix things instead of replacing them. They hold everything together without asking for applause. If you've ever felt overlooked but remained responsible, or if you've been figuring it out on your own since you were a kid, this channel is for you. Subscribe for more psychology deep dives like this. I genuinely appreciate you being here.